Hello, my name is Asher and this is Asher Reviews Movies and TV. Today I'm going to be showing you my DVD collection and going through it alphabetically. Before we get started, I would just like to say don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You can also go and subscribe to @VintaGaming on his YouTube channel because he's also with me here today. Okay, we're going to get straight into it. The Adjustment Bureau, Artificial Intelligence. Actually, I should be showing you the cases. You can't even see. The Adjustment Bureau, Artificial Intelligence, Aladdin, Alexander Revisited, Alice in Wonderland, Alien vs Predator, The Amazing Spider-Man, American Hustle, Angry Birds, Toons, Ant-Man, Aquaman, Arrested Development Season 3, Arrow Season 1, American Horror Story, which a funny thing is about this, I've actually got the It disc in it because I couldn't find the other American Horror Story Asylum, and so I put the It disc in it. So actually I do own it in my collection, but you can't really count it because I do want to get the actual case. So a Tournament, Avatar on Blu-ray, and then this is going to the Avengers now. Avengers 1, Assemble, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. I was going to do this alphabetically, the Avengers, and this is on Blu-ray, but I decided that I should just put them in the order so I don't get confused. Either way, Avengers Assemble, then Age of Ultron, then it would have been Endgame, and then it would have been Infinity War, which doesn't really make sense. Right, we're going to move on to the B's now. Bad Boys 1 and 2. Batman. Batman and Robin with Arnold Schwartz. Batman the movie, DC Superheroes United. This is the Lego Batman movie. So it's a pretty good movie in my opinion. We got Battlestar Galactica, but for some reason they're not in the right order. Can you hold this one? Just put your finger there. Thank you. Beauty and the Beast, the live action, the B movie. Hold on, I'm going to give you a better advantage now. This is probably going to be annoying. Before I Go to Sleep, Beowulf, Big Daddy, and for some reason the Big Bang Theory are not in the right order either. Season 4 to 6, and season 3 to 1, 1 to 3, and then the Big Year. Okay, we're moving on to the next shelf now. Okay, then we have got the Bourne Identity, the Bourne Ultimatum, and the Bourne Legacy, Blade Trinity, Black Swan, Blood Diamond, Blue Bloods, the first season, Breed, Breaking Bad Season 1 and the 3rd season, Pride and Prejudice, Bridget Jones's Baby, Bridesmaids, Brooklyn Nine-Nine Seasons 8 and 7, and then I also have Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 1 to 6 up there, and the Bourne Season 1, which also came with a bonus disc. If you did see that video, came with a bonus disc of one of the Season 12 episodes. And then we've got Bumblebee in the corner by itself because there's a bar here blocking the rest of them, if you can see, from going there, and it looked awkward, so I just put one there. Okay, next. And then we've got Captain Marvel, Cars, Catch Me If You Can, Chase Chevy Vacation Collection, Chicago, Cinderella, the classics, the animated one, Cinderella live action, Daddy with a Chance of Meatballs on Blu-ray, Cold Mountain, Constantine, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Crocodile, and then in the corner over here we've got CSI New York Seasons 1 and 2. Now we're going to go to the D's. Alright, now we're on the D's. We got Daredevil, the Ben Affleck one, and Jennifer Garner, Batman Begins, I know that starts with a B, but it's part of the Dark Knight trilogy, so that's my thinking around it. The Dark Knight, my favourite movie of all time. If you look at my letterbox, it's in my top 4. Along with Scream. Dark Knight Rises, which was a bit of a disappointment. But, you know, you did have, what's his name, Tom Hardy as Bane in it. So, you know, I can't really complain about that. The Da Vinci Code with Tom Hanks. I've never watched it. I'm looking forward to watching it at some point. Deadpool 1. And Deadpool 2. Death on the Nile, the BBC. Oh, sorry about this. And then we've got Despicable Me, Despicable Me 2, and Despicable Me 3. You've probably seen the haul where I picked this up, but Django Unchained. If you're a real viewer, you probably saw it when I picked this up. Dreamcatcher, the horror. Did you hear about the Morgans? Downton Abbey Season 3. And Dungeons and Dragons. Next. So next we have Elf, Aragon, Eternals, Evil Dead, Expendables 2, and now we're moving on to the Fs, which is my Fast and Furious collection. We got Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, and Fast and Furious. We got Fast and Furious 5, Fast and Furious 6, and I'll try and get this like this here. You hold on. We've got in the corner over here now, we've got Fast and Furious 7, which is probably my favourite out of all of them because it has a tribute to Paul Walker. Fast and Furious 8 and then Fast and Furious 9 in the corner. I'll show you the rest of the Fs now. Then on top of them we've got Fast X, Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw, Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, Fun 4 Stick, Family Guy Season 9, Family Guy Season 10, and The Fault in Our Stars. And then in front of that we've got Ordnance Fury, Focus with Margot Robbie, Friends with Benefits with Mila Kunis, Frozen, Finding Nemo, and Flight Plan with Jodie Foster. Right, now we're moving on to the G's. So we start with Gavin and Stacey, Season 1 and Season 3. I don't know why I don't have the rest of them. But what I'm going to do for myself now is I'm going to move one of these out so it's easier to try and show you the rest of the cases if the house tries and stays still for me. I'm completely collapse, okay. So we've got Gavin and Stacey Series 3, Ghostbusters 1 and 2. The Ghostbusters with what's her name? Well, we've got Chris Hemsworth in this. Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. Right, I'm going to turn my camera over now. Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Gone Girl with Ben Affleck. Goosebumps with obviously Jack Black. Goosebumps 2. Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds, which I think is way too hated. The Green Mile with Tom Hanks. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, obviously with Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper and Kurt Russell. Gulliver's Travels, the original one. The Hangover. The Hangover Part 2. The Hangover Part 3. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Happy Feet 2 on Blu-ray. The Heat. Hitman's Bodyguard. The Hills Have Eyes 2, another horror. Hobbit and the Distillation of Smog. Hobbit and Unexpected Journey. I don't know which one of them comes first, so you'll have to tell me below. And then Hot Fuzz to complete the H. No, almost to complete the H's. Right. Right, next we have House Season 1, House Season 2, House Season 3. We have Hulk and Hellboy in a double pack gold edition. And then the Hunger Games on Blu-ray with a red case, which I think I have shown in a Blu-ray haul, if I'm correct. I Am Bolt, I Am Legend, and then above that we have like my box sets, so I'll show you this now. Marvel Cinematic Phase 2 box set. I am going to be selling this at some point, and I want to get the rest of the discs, but at the moment I don't have all the discs on DVD. I need the Iron Man 2, I need the Iron Man 3, the Thor, Captain America, and Guardians of the Galaxy. I've got Ant-Man and I've got Avengers Age of Ultron. So, if any of you are selling any of them DVDs, you know, drop me a comment below. Right, next we're going over here. Ice Age 1, Ice Age 2, Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ice Age 4 Continental Drift, Inception. I've never watched it, but it's supposed to be like in the top 100 IMDb movies, so I'm going to have to watch that. The Incredible Hulk, Incredibles, Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Indiana Jones Temple and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. With the Crystal Skull has a nice slipcover on it. iRobot with Will Smith. Iron Man Hulk Heroes United, Iron Man, and Iron Man 2. And then if we look above that, we've got Marvel Heroes, which includes, which I'm not selling. I've got Elektra in this, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, but the Daredevil is a director's cut. Fantastic Four, X-Men, X-Men The Last Stand, and X-Men 2. And then you can see all nice photos in the front. We've got the Pacific. This is the Blu-ray box set. It's made by Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, and Gary Gottsman. And then we've also got the Band of Brothers, which is made by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. And this is the DVD box set in steelbook form. Jack Frost, Jackie Brown, which is made by Quentin Tarantino. Jaws, an absolute classic. John Carpenter, never watched it. If it's good, make sure to tell me. Jonah Hex, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Kick-Ass 1, and Kick-Ass 2. The Kingsman, Secret Service. The King's Speech with a slipcover. Killers. Night and Day with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. Kung Fu Panda. The Last Samurai with, again, Tom Cruise. This is a collection. That's why it's in the L's. Legally Blonde. There's Something About Mary and Shallow Hall. It's a 3-movie collection, so that's why it's here. We've got Legally Blonde 2. The Lego Movie. Chris Pratt. Letters to Juliet with Amanda Seinfeld. Little Britain with David Walliams. The first season. And the second season. An absolute amazing comic book movie now. Logan with Hugh Jackman. The Lone Star. And then we've got the Lord of the Rings trilogy right here. With all 3 of the movies in, which is The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. Right, we've got Magnolia, Mamma Mia the movie, Man of Steel. John Cena's The Marine. The Matrix trilogy, which includes The Matrix, Matrix Reloaded, and Matrix Revolutions. I've never watched any of them, so if you do think I should watch them, make sure you comment below. The Mechanic on Blu-ray, starring Jason Statham. Meet the Fockers. Men in Black double pack. Men in Black 1 and 2. Then we've got Tom Cruise Mission Impossible 2. Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx's Miami Vice. Minions. And Minions The Rise of Gru. Miracle Worker. And we've got a horror movie coming with Monster Ball. Monsters University from Disney Pixar. Morning Glory. Moulin Rouge. Mrs. Brown's Boys. Series 1. Mrs. Brown's Boys Series 2. Mrs. Brown's Boys Christmas Special. Mrs. Brown's Boys For the Love of Mrs. Brown. Mrs. Brown's Boy Rides Again. Murder with a Motive and Mutants. We've got NCIS Season 6, Season 4, Narnia, Natural Born Killers, National Treasure 2 with Nicolas Cage. As you can see up there, Ninja Turtles, and then Ninja Turtles, The Best of Leonardo, Lost Season 4 and Season 3, and The Lost City of Z, or Z. We also have this Wishmaker 4 DVD collection. We've got Wishmaker 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, they're in the wrong way. But this is actually selling for £35 at the moment. So I'm gonna put this in properly now. So this is Wishmaker. Wishmaker 2, Wishmaker 3, and 4. And they're full. This is actually £35 this is selling for on DVD. So that's probably the rarest thing I have in my collection at the moment. And then just behind it is a specific evaluated at £10. And then just behind that is the Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is also evaluated at £10. The West Wing, the complete first season, with a weird type of DVD holding thing made out of cardboard. Right, now we're going down. Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, Octopus 1 and 2, the British version of The Office, complete first season, which I do need the second season, but every time I find the second season it's in really bad condition, and I don't want a bad condition DVD in my collection, obviously. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. I do need the first one, to be honest. The live action of Pete's Dragon. Phantom of the Opera. Plenty. Power Rangers Broken Spell. Pirates of the Caribbean The Lost Disc. Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl. Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. Pirates of the Caribbean At World's End. Pixels. Race with the Devils. We're on the R's now. Resident Evil Apocalypse. R.I.P.D. Robin and the Seven Hoods. Robocop 4 movie collection, Saw quadrilogy, Scooby-Doo the movie, Scooby-Doo and Batman, Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase, and Scooby-Doo The Mystery Begins. Sin City, starring Jessica Alba and obviously Bruce Willis. Pretty good movie. Me and Mackenzie reviewed this last night. Right. The only Scream movie I actually have in my collection is Scream 3, which this is my least favourite movie out of the 3 I have watched. I watched the first 3 Scream movies because every single streaming service seems to take the rest of the Screams off for some stupid reason. Pause it. See no evil, hear no evil. And then we've got these serial killer diaries, which are documentaries about serial killers. I'm not going to go into the names because we don't need to hear any of that. We've got Shaft, Changing Lanes and Rules of Engagement, Shadow Boxer, and Shark Attack. Shark Attack 1 and 2, Shark Attack 3, and The Creature from the Black Lake, Shaun of the Dead, Shrek the Third, Shrooms, which I'll show you that. If I can get it out. Shrooms, Sleeping Beauty, the 50th anniversary, and then Sleeping Beauty with a slip cover. I was going to try and get rid of one of them, but Mackenzie said he doesn't want Sleeping Beauty. Snow White, which is not actually the Disney one. And then a trilogy here, Spider-Man 1. This is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. And Spider-Man 3, but with the dark case, which I do like a lot. Then we've got Original Spider-Man, which is Season 3, Volume 1. And we've got Spiders 1 and 2 there. Disney Starstruck, which don't ask me why I have that, I don't know why. And then if you can see in the corners here, we've got Star Wars Clone Wars, Star Wars The Force Awakens, and Star Wars Padawan Menace. Swordfish, Swim Fan, Superman Returns, The Suicide Squad, Step Up 3, and Step Up. Then, over here we have all the James Bonds, which I've counted as the numbers, so 00. We've got 2 Blu-rays here, which is the Casino Royale and Skyfall. And we've got Quantum Solace and... Sorry about that, that's my brother. Spectre, Doctor No, and Die Another Day we've got there also. And then the rest of the numbers we've got are... 28 weeks later. 10,000 BC, 21 Jump Street, and then 27 Dresses. We've also got 24, which is got Kiefer Sutherland. Unbroken, The Ugly Truth, Troy, Training Day. We've got 4 Transformers films here. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which I'm now realising we're going the wrong way. We've got Tangled, Team America, Ted 1, Ted 2, The Idea of March, the first Thor movie, Three Kings, To Kill a Mockingbird, Tomb Raider, Top Gear, Top Gun, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 3, Transformers, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers The Last Night, and Transformers The Dark of the Moon. You've already seen the rest. Right, now we're going to go back down here. We've got The Walking Dead, the 2nd season, the 1st season, The War Lover, War of the Worlds, Where the Millers, which you would know if you actually watch my channel, that you would know I reviewed this and I rated it very highly. White Chicks, which is supposed to be a classic, White Christmas, Witches, Wolfman, The World's End, Wrong Turn, Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men The Beginnings trilogy, X-Men Apocalypse, XXX, Yes Man, and Zombies. This is my game collection then. Watch Dogs, Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs Legions. Oh my, don't fill my stream, not my stream. Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Battlefield 1, Killzone, Shadowfall, Metal Gear Solid 5, UFC 2, NBA 2K Playgrounds, NBA 2K15, Minecraft. Okay, then I have an empty Blu-ray case. In this case here we've got Batman Arkham Knights, we've got GTA 5, Injustice, Dishonored, Agents of Mayhem, Ratchet and Clank, Division by Tom Clancy, and The Old Blood.